Hey sugar, it's Mabojale here and welcome back to another diary session. This diary session consists of everyday hair care routine. Okay, I'm gonna talk about different hair textures, whether your hair is damaged or not, okay, what we should be doing for an everyday hair care routine. That doesn't mean that we're gonna go crazy with the everyday hair wash day, everyday curly hair routine. Like that's not what it is. That's not what it is. So the everyday hair care routine will really consist of just how you're going to maintain your hair every day to maintain the texture, maintain that moisture, and obviously maintain that length, baby. I wanted to say thank you for the request because this was a highly requested video actually, and so I always love when you request videos because then it makes it easier. I know what I want to do, I know what I'm gonna do, and I know what you guys want to see. Okay, thank you for the request. First, the number one thing is hydration. Hydration is key. Hydration is queen. So what I like to do is I always like to use a water bottle. Water bottle is beside me every time I do my hair, no matter what I'm doing, unless I'm straightening it. But what I would advise is a water-based spray. Any type of product that has water as the first ingredient will be your go-to, okay? I like to do a quick refresh. So for instance, every day, whether I'm doing my curly hair routine or just a quick protective hairstyle, I'll always start by doing like a quick refresh on my hair. So just combing it out and make sure that there are no knots. Now that's for protective hairstyles, but if I have already done my curly hair routine, right? I've already done my curly hair routine. I'm taking my curls out every day. The first thing I'm gonna do, if it's a little dry, I might spray a little refresh spray in it, or I'll do a little water on my ends, and I'll follow through with like a hydrating product just to crunch up my curls. If I don't need any type of hydration for my curls after I take them out in the morning, all I will do is just use an oil on my fingertips, put it a little on my ends, and spread out my curls so they can be nice and voluminous like they were the day before. In the curly hair community, a lot of people say oil does not grow your hair. A lot of people say that it doesn't moisturize your hair. Now, this is what I know for oil to be. Oil can be a way for you to grow your hair. It depends on your genetics and your hair type. It works for some people and other people it does not. But I use oil to lock in moisture because that's the number one way that it's going to work for your hair, is to lock in moisture. If you don't believe that it will help you grow your hair, okay, but it will lock in that moisture. So after you put product in your hair, whether that be a curly refresh spray, leave-in conditioner, or just your curly hair product, I would always go in it with those products first and then do an oil to lock in that moisture so your products will last you a long time in your hair, at least like a week or two. When my curls are done for the week, like I've already done my curly hair routine, it lasts me a week or two. Now what do I do with my hair? Or it lasted me a week, now I want to do something else with my hair. I will always refer to a protective hairstyle. 4 braids, 3 braids, 2 braids, 6 braids, 8 braids, something that won't be too tight on your scalp, very loose ended, and it will help your scalp and your hair not become knotted. Those are the number one key things that I love to do with my hair. When my curls are done for, it's braids. It's braids for me. But if you don't want to do braids, you can always just put a little moisture in your hair, put it in a high bun. That's cute. Put it in a low bun. That's cute. Now, I don't like to do low buns or middle part buns a lot because it is strenuous on the scalp, so I really like to stay away from anything that is really tight, anything that is going to be like, ooh, my head hurts at the end of the day, okay? That's just me. It helps with breakage. It helps actually retain that length, and it helps not getting split ends on your hair, because that's where you get split ends, baby. Those tight hairstyles, that is where you get your split ends from. at night, taking care of your hair every day. Nighttime, I always, if not, I do it the next day. But when I tell you I always put oil in my hair at the end of the night, if I feel like my scalp doesn't need oil or my hair doesn't need oil, I won't do it. I'll skip that night. But the next night or the next 2 nights, I'm putting oil in my hair. Oil helps with the scalp. I believe some oils do help my hair grow. That's just me. Now, there are so many oils in the world. Find what oils work for your hair, because what's gonna work for another person's hair may not work for yours. That's why it's very important just to learn and figure out what your scalp likes, what your hair likes, and vice versa. Protective prep. Now, it was a trend this year to wear a bonnet, and I feel like that's the #1 trend that actually people got right. Okay, you really do need to be wrapping your hair at night, because if you have cotton pillowcases, those are not good for your hair, and you're not wrapping your hair at night, it's going to break off. Not a whole bunch, but you know, every day, every time you're not wrapping your hair at night, your hair is breaking off. And I like to do that whether you wear scarves, bonnets, do-rags, they all work, they all help. Personally, me, I like to go in with a scarf on top, any type of scarf, and a bonnet on top, just to really protect my hair, and I make sure that my hair is maintaining that moisture. Because what cotton also does, if you have like cotton pillowcases or something that isn't silk or satin, it will dry out your hair. It's just like soaking up all the product. Now, if you want, you can take the extra step, and if your hair isn't already in a protective hairstyle, or if your curls just aren't curling anymore from your curly hair routine, I would just like put your hair in some twists, 4 twists, 2 twists, just to make sure that it's not getting knotted at night. That's what I like to do sometimes if I don't already have my hair in a protective hairstyle. It reduces tangling, and that's what we want. That's what we want. If your hair is damaged in any way, you want to just make sure that you're not sleeping with your hair in a elastic or any harsh hairstyle when you go to sleep. You want it very loose, very relaxed. And you also do really want to have a bonnet on your head if your hair is damaged in any way, just to prohibit further damage on your hair. Scalp love. Y'all, our scalp needs that love. Okay, you need to massage your scalp. I love to massage my scalp, especially after I put oil or hair grease. Now, you can massage your scalp with your fingertips and also like brush it with a soft brush. Me, I have very coily hair. If I have a soft brush, it's not gonna do nothing. It's not gonna do nothing. It's not even gonna go through my hair. If I don't use an oil, I love to go in with a grease, a hair grease. A hair grease, I'll use it when I know my hair really needs that love. It's just too dry and it needs that love. I won't go in with a hair grease every single day. A hair grease for me is like really twice a week or maybe 3 times. It just depends on how dry your scalp is. But hair grease will get you right if you have dry scalp. So encourage your hair to breathe. Okay, that scalp love, giving your hair those massages daily, every time, at night and in the morning will help. But giving your hair the option to breathe. No braids, no nothing. Your hair is just either natural, naturally out, naturally soaking in the sun. Like, our scalp needs that oxygen. It needs time to breathe. But for me, I'm a natural baddie. I love having my natural hair out. I love having my straight hair, but my goal is to have my hair down to my booty, curly, okay? And if that's yours, please, please hit that subscribe button. So let's have a real talk. Heat damage, perm damaged hair. If you have any heat damage to the hair, any perm damage to the hair, come to the front, it's okay. Girl, moisture is gonna be your #1 best friend. You need to hydrate daily. If you have perm damage, heat damage, and you're trying to get your curls back, you're trying to get the natural state of your hair back, really do need to hydrate your hair. That's the #1 thing that's going to help. Even if it's a light mist here and there, like, you do need to have that moisture and hydration in your hair if you want to bring your natural state back to your hair. Stop chasing your curl pattern, okay? Your curls will come. What you need to be focused on is strictly just bringing back that moisture moisture and that hydration back to your hair naturally. If your breakage is bad in your hair, usually when you have like heat damage of any kind, perm damage, breakage is really, really bad. That's why hydration will be so beneficial for your hair to prevent so much breaking. But breakage will happen regardless. So what you want to do is you want to have a protein plus a moisture balance. You want both. You want that protein in your hair and you want moisture. You want to make sure that you're getting like a shampoo and conditioner that has strictly protein. There are so many shampoos and conditioners, and each shampoo and conditioner does different things for your hair. In this case, you want one that has a protein in it, as well as hair masks are gonna be your best friend. Hydrating hair masks, because you want to bring that hydration back. So doing that after you wash your hair, maybe twice a month, will be so beneficial for your hair, and it will bring back that moisture naturally. Consider trimming your ends slowly over time when your hair is damaged, because you want to keep the natural hair, the healthy hair, and trim the rest. But as time goes on, your hair will grow back more and more. So trim slowly, and then the more your hair gets more healthier, you can trim more off. Protective hairstyles are still going to be your best friend when you have damaged hair, but it helps the hair rest. Yes, and it is really good. You want to make sure that daily care is being given to your hair even when you have protective hairstyles, when your hair is damaged, because you want to prevent that breakage. And that breakage is going to be on 1,000 when your hair is damaged, because it's so dry, so brittle, and it's just screaming for help. No matter how you wear your hair, your crown deserves care. So we want to make sure that no matter what state your hair is in, you're taking care of your hair always. Even if your hair is straight, even if your hair is blow dried, if it's curly, if it's in braids, if it's in like boho braids, if it's in any type of protective hairstyles, if it's damaged, if it's perm damaged, you always want to make sure that you're giving yourself that daily care, no matter what state, baby. Giving yourself that soft, consistent routines every day will prevent those harsh recovery cycles, okay? If you take care of your hair the way you're supposed to, you won't ever have to deal with any type of recovery moments for your hair, always, because consistency is key, especially when you're doing the same thing over and over and over. You're going to see the results in your hair. I'm gonna give you some like product recommendations, because sometimes it is a lot. So for hydrating mist, aloe vera, natural aloe vera, or just products that have aloe vera in it will be really good. And a rose water based product is also good. And water's free and it's good for your hair. For leave-in conditioners, I like creamy but light, because when I use leave-in conditioners, I usually don't use them by themselves. I also add other products in there, so I like my leave-in conditioners very lightweight. And Camille Rose is a good one. Shea Moisture is really good. Emaille, the hair products, perfect. Another one I really like is Moroccan Oil line. I love all of their products, so any one you use is gonna be a 10 out of 10. For sealant oils, I like hair grease. It's not an oil, but it's a form of lubricant on the hair. And I like jojoba oil, argan oil, castor oil is really good. That paired with some leave-in conditioner or a curly hair product, that combo, elite. For perm and heat damaged hair, I like these products. Apogee 2-step is really good for just regaining the strength back to your hair. Same thing, any Sacred products, she did her big one. That isn't a lie. Olaplex is literally built to regain the strength back to your hair. Protein balanced leave-ins is perfect as well. Now, like I said before, whether your hair is permed, heat damaged, heat styled, natural, curly, or somewhere in between, this is about loving your crown daily. And start where you are. It doesn't have to be so overwhelming. Be consistent and give your hair grace, not pressure, baby. Just grace. Any questions that you have, make sure you put them in the chat below, okay? Any recs, video recs, I would love to know, because I'm pushing out videos every week. Let me know what you think about this video, if you learned anything, if you have any tips from me, because I love gaining hair care tips from everyone and everybody. Everybody has their own journey and everybody's on their own journey. So thank you for watching this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. You better be subscribed by now, okay? Give this video a thumbs up. And I'll see you next week. Bye. Love you.
I wanna be with you. I wanna be